Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm reviewing a beer with no alcohol content in, or minuscule alcohol content. So, from Morrison's Beer Festival, I went in yesterday and at St. Peter's, the brewery, are actually doing a competition where you take a selfie with a beer. So I thought, not one for alcohol-free beers, you know, for obvious reasons, because I don't really understand why. But obviously, people, you know, you go to a pub, they want to drink beer, and they want the taste of beer, but obviously not the alcohol content. You know, people who drive, people who for medical reasons can't drink beer. So I understand that, you know, I'm not daft in that respect. And in myself in the past, I've drank alcohol-free lager, you know, in Nottingham when I've been out on a night out when I'm driving. So I do understand that. So this is St. Peter's Without, and it's their gold alcohol-free beer. Alcohol content of 0.0%. You will have to be 18 to buy it, even though it's a 0.0%, which is because obviously you're still buying a beer, I presume anyway. A delicious golden alcohol-free craft beer which has a slightly sweet malt flavour combined with a citrus bitterness, brewed with skill and patience at one of Britain's finest small breweries. And yeah, I do like St. Peter's. I think they're a company that support the commercial side of things, but they also bring out homebrew kits. And for me, if they bought homebrew kits of all their beers, the homebrew industry would be absolutely, you know, enamoured by this. They've got 5 or 6 kits at the moment. They brew a lot more than 5 or 6 brews, I know that. For me personally, I'd like to see them brew a plum porter kit, a citrus beer kit, and any of the more quirkier kits than the ones they're doing at the moment. I've brewed 3 of their kits, and Ruby Red was my second favourite. I did was it the golden one? Yeah. But the honey porter, oh my gosh. I've got a mate who always takes the mick out of my homebrew kits, and you know, fussy bleeder. And he had the honey porter, and it had only been matured about a week or so at that time, and he was amazed by how good it was. And it is fantastic, you know. So let's get on to this. We'll give it a pour, see what it looks like. So, apologies for the glass. I've just done a review. Not going back up to the ass to change the glass. So, ignore the what's in the glass at the moment. This will soon get rid of that. So St. Peter's do, as far as I remember, wow, put the head on that. And that's for pouring it in sideways. They do 2 or 3 alcohol-free beers, as far as memory serves me. When I've finished this review, I'll go and look, and I'm bound to be wrong. But so yeah, lovely golden colour, being as it's a golden beer anyway. Massive white head, you know. The only other beer, alcohol-free one I've done before this was Beck's Blue. And I was absolutely gobsmacked by how good Beck's Blue is. You know, it was a revelation, shall we say. You know, for a beer that has no alcohol, it tasted fantastic, you know. And for somebody who wants the taste but not the alcohol, amazing. So, obviously, I've poured it into a Stella Cedral glass, so it's got the widgets in the bottom which help with carbonation, and it looks like it's going to take a while for this head to dissipate, you know, or disappear. See if I can get some smell. Wow. There's definitely an alcoholic smell coming from it. I can't pinpoint 100%. It's like there's definitely like a malty smell coming from it. So while it just sorts itself out, I'll go on the internet. I'm already 5 minutes into this review. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Don't know, I waffle on. I do apologise for people who want quick reviews. St. Peter's without gold. There we go. So, right, ratebeer.com, actually I've got a review of it, which is good. So 2.735, they class it as low alcohol. Oh, chuff me, 0.0%, that is low. So without gold, a hoppy golden ale that's full of flavour and completely alcohol free. Following on from the huge success as St. Peter's Without Original, which is now the world's #1 alcohol-free craft beer. Hats off to that. Without Gold is a delicious new golden alcohol-free craft beer with full-bodied, slightly sweet malt flavour combined with a citrus bitterness. So any 4 ratings. Clear golden amber with a thin, frothy, slowly diminishing white head. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's taking some time. Sweetish, minimal, grassy, spicy aroma of grains, some wort and hints of straw. Quite sweet, malty, a bit grassy, spicy taste, lots of wort, some grains and a touch of straw, followed by a short, moderately bitter, a little grassy, spicy, and a mainly warty finish. Medium to thin to medium body, smooth and slightly effervescent mouthfeel, soft carburation, drinkable, nothing special. Ooh. So, is a 3.1%. Hay, bready aroma, straw, thin, white bubbly head, bready, some biscuit, malty, sweet, dry finish. Another one, this is a 3.2 out of 5. Pores clear, golden, smells like a handful of hops, biscuity. Taste is sweet, juicy pine, citrus, decent. And that's from somebody with 18,000 reviews, you know. So, from like most people, never ever listen to just one person's opinion, you know. Because if you do, follow one person's opinion, even in life, you know, you can be making the wrong decisions. Everybody is biased in their own way. I don't know if that's bready I can smell, but yeah, it's a quirky-ish taste, smell to it. Right, let's get on with the taste because we're 8 minutes in. My daughter will be killing me soon. Okay, some weird thing. First thing I'm tasting is tea, like a cup of tea. The first thing I'm tasting. Wow, that's strange. Definite hops, definite grassy in there. I wonder if that smells hay. Tea. It's definitely hay with a bit of tea. It smells like a cup of tea. Wow. Yeah, definitely hoppy. I mean, look at it. It looks, you know, if you didn't know it was alcohol free, you wouldn't say anything different, would you? It looks just like a golden ale. If you was in a pub with somebody and they were drinking that, what's that, mate? You know, and no one's have any difference, would there? It's just some golden ale, mate. you know. And I mean, I was out drinking last night in Nottingham City, and I was actually disappointed by the amount of craft ales in the pubs we went in. There's a pub called the Beer Keller in Nottingham, and I'd heard reviews that it was a fantastic pub for craft ales. I walked up the stairs, and the you know, any Wetherspoons would beat that by a mile. So yeah, very disappointed. Amongst all the pubs, they had all the standard fodder: Carling, Foster's, Guinness, you know, blah blah blah, and obviously more catered to the lager drinker. And no wonder beer festivals are so popular, because it gives chance for little breweries to come out and display their wares, for want of a better word, and to get away from the mundane of lagers, lagers with zero taste, I mean, there are some nice lagers out in the world, but the vast majority are as bland as they could. It's just alcohol, So, yeah, this has a real tea taste to it. It's like tea infused with hops. That's not to say it's horrible. It's just different, shall we say. I mean, the good thing is it's not going to get me drunk. So, from an alcohol-free point of view, it's not bad. And it tastes better than some beers I've had. I wouldn't say it's outstanding, but are you ever going to get an outstanding alcohol-free beer? Because there's a limitation. The alcohol content I'm sure it does make a difference. Maybe I can be proved wrong, but I've not seen an alcohol-free beer that can beat any alcoholic beer. So maybe it's that sugar that forms into alcohol that gets the taste more out there. Although I'm only a fan, a reviewer. I'm not a science person who can turn around and say, no, you're talking absolute tosh. So it'd be nice to know if there's a way of brewing a beer that is identical to the same, in taste wise, to the product. Say like St. Peter's. You've got this St. Peter's. Say if you brought out the plum porter in that alcohol-free version, could you make it exactly the same, taste wise? Definitely a bit yeasty. And a bit bready as well. So some of them reviews are right. There's some negative reviews. I didn't really focus on them because these people are people with one review, and I'm not listening to somebody with one review. So from a beer point of view, from an alcohol-free beer, it did taste quite nice. There's definitely, I definitely could taste tea. There's no doubt about it. I could taste tea in that. It's very different to any golden ale that I've had before. I could definitely taste hops in it, hay grasses, and yeah. And for that alcohol-free option, which a lot of companies are doing now, it's definitely going more widestream, as is gluten-free. It was nice. It was pleasant. So out of 5, I'm going to give it, quite respectable for what it is, a 3.9 out of 5. I thought that was, it was a good effort. Yeah, I'd love to see a plum porter, alcohol-free version, just to see, I think a alcohol-free fruit version beer would be unbelievable. Whether it's possible, I don't know. I'm not that into brewing, that side of things. But yeah. So yeah, 3.9. Very interesting. Thanks for watching. See you soon.